welcome back to our channel, Sweet Two Twins. I'm Shreya.
And I'm Shruti.
Do you love brownies and cookies?
Well, we have the perfect combination dessert for you. Today we're going to be making browkie. We're going to first be making the brownies and we're going to place in the oven because brownies have a longer cooking time. And then we're going to get started on our cookie dough.
So let's get started with our recipe.
So the first step to making our brownie batter is to mix our cocoa powder, our chocolate chips, and our butter. So for this step, make sure your butter is really hot so it can melt in the chocolate. And we're only going to be using 1/4 cup of our total amount of cocoa powder. So we're going to add our 1/4 cup of cocoa powder into our butter. And we're going to add in our 1 cup of chocolate chips. And we're just going to let this sit for around 1 minute so that it can absorb the heat from the butter. And then we're going to finally whisk it. After around 1 or 2 minutes, you're just going to whisk this together until it reaches a liquid form.
Now we're going to move on to our next step. We're going to start by adding our granulated sugar into a bigger bowl. Now we're going to add in our dark brown sugar. You can also use light brown sugar. We're also going to add in our vanilla extract. And finally, our salt. Now we're just going to give this a good quick mix. So now we're going to add in our eggs. So we have around 6 large eggs. Now we're just going to slowly add these into our mixture. So start with 1 egg and then slowly add the rest in. So now we're just going to mix this for around 5 minutes so that the sugar and the eggs are very well incorporated and they're kind of fluffy. And this is going to help with the fudginess of the brownies.
Okay, so now that our sugar and our eggs are well incorporated after mixing for around 5 to 10 minutes, we're going to add in our chocolate mixture slowly.
Now into our brownie mixture, we're going to add in our flour and our remaining cocoa powder. We're going to sift it in so that there's no chunks of flour and cocoa powder. Now we're just going to fold this in. Prepped our pan. So what we did to prep our pan is we put parchment paper on both angles and we put a little bit of the batter to stick the 2 parchment papers together. The reason that you want to leave a little bit left over on each side is so that you can remove the browkie easily. So now we're just going to pour our batter into our pan. So now we're going to place our pan into our preheated oven for around 30 minutes. And usually brownies take around 45 minutes to cook, but we have to also lay out our cookies dough on top, and our cookies will take around 15 minutes. So let's put this in the oven for now for 30 minutes and start making our cookie dough. Into a bigger mixing bowl, we're going to mix together our butter, our sugars, and our salts together until there are no lumps and until it's very smooth and well combined.
So now into our sugar and butter mixture, we're going to add in our egg and vanilla extract.
Now into our mixture, we're going to sift in our flour and our baking soda, and then we're simply going to fold it in. So now that we've sifted in our all-purpose flour and the baking soda, we're just going to slowly fold this in.
cookie dough is ready, our last step is just to add our chocolate chips in. And we're gonna fold in these chocolate chips.
So now we're just going to carefully put our cookie dough on top of our brownie. Just gonna pat it down a little bit and put it back into our oven.
So we've made a perfect layer of chocolate chip dough on top of our brownie, and now it's ready to be placed into the oven for 15 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Our browkies are finally done and it smells so good.
The brownies are perfectly fudgy while the cookie is nice and chewy, giving the browkie a perfect texture.
If you liked our recipe, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.